And welcome to part 2 of session 2, where we're focusing on mindfulness of the body. And in this second part, we're going to be focusing specifically on sensations we may find uncomfortable or even painful, and learning how we can manage those with mindfulness. So we're going to begin this second part of this session with a practical exercise, and it's called making room for pain and discomfort. Now, during the body scan which we did in the first part of this session, you may have noticed some unpleasant sensations in your body when you did the scan, such as you may have noticed pain or tension, trembling or tenderness, perhaps aching or numbness or whatever. Now, these sensations are perfectly normal. They're things that many people experience from time to time during their lives. Now, the purpose of this particular practice is to allow you to learn how to make space for pain and discomfort. In fact, how to notice them without judging them. We're going to notice them by giving them a caring presence, and we're going to retrain our mind. So rather than being controlled by these challenges, we can notice them, allow them to be present in our lives, and then move forwards. So as we move into the practice, I'm assuming you can give your full attention to it. If not, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. As usual, sit upright in your chair with your hips 2 to 3 inches above the level of your knees. Get your feet flat on the floor. Rest your hands in your lap without interlacing your fingers. You can close your eyes if you wish to, and without changing it in any way, become aware of your breath as it rolls in and rolls out again. So let's start this exercise by just noticing how your mind and body feel right now. And without ignoring any kind of unpleasant feelings in your body or mind, just invite a certain calmness to be present. And pay attention to any physical sensations that are painful, which you might be experiencing right now. And notice which part of your body is holding that pain. Pay any attention to any painful emotions you're experiencing. And ask if this emotion is sadness. Maybe you're afraid. It could be a frustration or a disappointment. Just notice the general tone of the body experience and begin making space within your body for any painful sensations or emotions. And we can offer them a few phrases of compassion if you wish to. Remember that our intention here is to care for the pain rather than try and ignore it or to try and push it away. So here are some examples of phrases you may wish to use, such as "You are welcome here," "There is space for you," "May I welcome you with compassion." So you can silently continue to offer phrases to the pain or the difficult emotions, expressing that that they are welcome here, and that there is space for them in your life, and that you actually welcome them with compassion. and just tend to those experiences with an open and a caring heart. And when you're ready, just return your awareness to your breath. Notice the sensations in your body of the breath coming in through the nose, down the throat, into the lungs. And notice the sensations in your body when you exhale. Allow your shoulders to relax. Allow your jaw to relax. And allow the breathing to soften the muscles in your abdomen. And as we draw this guided meditation to a close, just become aware of your feet on the floor. Become aware of the chair that you're sitting in. You may wish to just wiggle your fingers and take 2 or 3 deep breaths in your own time. And if your eyes are closed, then open them now and become fully aware of the environment that you're in. So as we get ready to move on, you may want to pause and just get ready for the next part of the course, or if you feel okay, then just continue straight into the next part. So the next concept we're looking at is called labeling, and it's all about naming things in order to tame them. And we're going to stress that it's important to name the emotions and sensations which arise during your practice. And the reason we do this is it helps lower our reactivity to them. So let's explore this concept of labeling a little bit more. So labeling of physical sensations and emotions. So we've just done a practice where we've actively gone out of our way to look for challenging emotions or physical sensations in our body. What I'd like you to do is recall the regions of the body that came to your attention during that practice. And recall any emotions that brought to your attention during that practice. And label those sensations and emotions. Now you may want to just mentally note this, or you may want to do some journaling on it. If you're stuck for ideas on what to label emotions or sensations, then there are some ideas within your student notes which will help you in this process. Now, the list that you create is a powerful observation of your body. And as you go forward into your week, remember to tune into your body and listen for the messages that it may send you. Spend a moment or two just locating and labeling what you feel. And all of this is done with an attitude of non-judgment, i.e. you're not trying to get rid of these things, you're not trying to push them away. We're simply observing them, we're simply listening to them. simply becoming aware of what's going on. Now you may want to spend a little bit of time on this, but we're going to move forward now towards the end of this part of the session. So pause the video if you need to spend more time on the labeling exercise. So closing notes. Remember that there is a student workbook for practices to get involved in during this week, as well as more information on the theory side of this. Our next session is going to be mindfulness of emotions. And as usual, if you have any questions on the course, please visit the website and use the contact form there, and I'll get back to you as soon as practical. So in closing, let's wish all sentient beings, including ourselves, well. So that brings to an end part 2 of session 2, and in fact brings to an end session 2. I look forward to joining you again in the first part of session 3, where we will explore mindfulness and how it relates to our emotions.